This is the easiest and fastest way to apply for the Korean language program, especially if you're a foreigner who wants to study in South Korea. In this video, I'll be showing you one of the most easiest and fastest Korean university you can apply for the Korean language program. There's so many Korean universities that offer the Korean language program, but this particular university is the most easiest and fastest way to travel to South Korea, especially if you're applying from African, Asian, Europe, and American. As a foreigner, then this is the perfect application for you. The application period is 4 times a year: spring, summer, fall, and winter, and you can apply in any of these seasons. If you're a high school student, university student, or a graduate, you can apply. If you have a secondary school certificate, you can apply. If you're interested in Korean language and culture, you can also apply. All you need is a high school certificate and you can apply at this university. The name of this university is Hankook University of Foreign Studies Center for Korean Language and Culture, and this is how you can apply at this university. It's very simple. The first thing you have to do first is to go to the website and log in, then submit all the required documents. Also, fill out the application form. The result for your application will be released within 5 days after your online application, and they will send you an email that your application is approved, and that is when you can pay the tuition fee. You can pay the tuition fee without getting an official approval from the university. So you have to wait to get an official approval from the university that your application is approved, and that is when you can pay your tuition fee. And when you are paying your tuition fee, please use the same name that you use for your application, your online application, to avoid misunderstanding. These are the required documents you need for you to apply at the university. First, you need an international passport, a copy of your international passport. You need an ID card and also your graduation certificate. As I said before, if you have a high school certificate, whether a secondary school certificate or you're a graduate, whichever certificate you have, you can apply with it with a transcript. And your graduation certificate or your high school certificate must be authenticated and legalized, which is for Nigerians, you have to take it to the Ministry of Education, Ministry of Foreign Affairs to authenticate it and take it to the Korean embassy to legalize it. For other countries, it might be the same process or it might be different, so you can make research on how you can authenticate your documents in your countries. But you have to authenticate and legalize the documents before you can submit it to the university. If not, your application will not be approved. Thirdly, you need a proof of bank statement. The bank statement, you need a sum of $10,000 or more. You can also use your family bank statement, but you have to provide a family relations certificate and also documents that prove your family employment and properties, something like that. Whatever document you feel can back up your bank statement to make it more stronger, it's accepted. Once your application is approved by the university and you have your admission later after you have paid your tuition fee, then the next thing you need is a visa. For some countries, you don't need a visa because you're visa free, so you don't have a problem. But for Nigerians, Indians, Philippines, and so many African, Asian, Europe, American, yes, you need a visa. So the visa you'll be applying for is a D4 visa to study in this university. You need a visa to travel to Korea to study at this university. You need an admission letter. The admission letter that was given to you from the university after you have paid your tuition fee, you will have to use it for your application for visa. Also, you need the required documents of your expenses for the educational expenses, like your tuition fee, whatever payments you'll be making. You have to bring all the payment receipts. You'll be needing it for your visa application. You need a certificate of business registration, which will be given to you from the school. But the school will only give that to you once your application is approved, you have paid the tuition fee, and you're supposed to apply for a visa. visa, then that will be given to you to use to apply for the visa at the embassy. So the certificate of business registration is coming from the school, not from you, but that is if you have made your payment and your application is approved from the school. You are done with the whole application from the school and you're now, approved to study in the school, and what is remaining is the visa. So that will be given to you because you will need it for your visa application at the embassy. All right. Also, you need a statement of account, which is a bank statement. Yes, the bank statement you'll be submitting to the school, and also you'll be submitting a bank statement for your visa. It's a two different submission. All right. Also, you need a statement of purpose and a certificate of tuberculosis. So for Nigerians and so many African countries, including Asian, Europe, and American, some signed countries are required to do a test of tuberculosis. Nigerians, if you're going to apply, you have to do a test of tuberculosis. The required documents to apply for a visa at the Korean embassy or consulate, it might be different depending on the countries. So for Nigerians, there are common documents you need if you want to travel to South Korea. So guys, that is it for today's video. Thanks for watching. If you're new to this channel, you're always welcome. As you can see, we create helpful, informative, and educative Korean content. And if you find this channel helpful to you, please do click the red subscribe button, leave a comment below, and tell me if you've been given an opportunity to study Korean language in South Korea. Free visa, free accommodation, and free everything. Will you take this opportunity? Let me know at the comment section.